Welcome back to this special news coverage featuring the Care for Humanity events happening in the United States of America. The Midwest of America has long been considered America's breadbasket and is known for its great agricultural production. And yet, in this region, a paradox exists. Millions here are impacted by food insecurity and hunger, with states like Arkansas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Texas, and Mississippi highly affected. But in recognizing this dire situation, there are those in this area who wanted to show that care and compassion still exist for those in need. Let's take a look. The Midwest stretches from the Great Plains of the North and down south to Texas. Amid the vast natural beauty and prairies, you will find the Great Lakes, and situated on the shores of Lake Michigan is the city of Chicago. This bustling metropolis is known for its vibrant and diverse culinary scene. And yet in this city, 1 in 5 households are experiencing food insecurity. The high cost of living and expensive groceries exacerbate this problem. Divieta, whose mother lives in the Austin neighborhood of Chicago, knows the challenges that many of the residents face.
It's been a struggle because of the increases in the prices of, food and things like that. Some individuals has lost their job and they're trying to make their ends meet.
And in this area that struggles to have access to adequate food, an event took place to show the community that there is still a glimpse of hope. At the Chicago House of Worship ground in the ecclesiastical district of Great Lakes was a site of the Care for Humanity activity that united members from across the district. Care packages containing essential food items were distributed to help residents in need. Free medical screenings were also provided. Divieta emphasized how essential these types of activities for the community are.
To see events like this, when tragedy happens to individuals, they're able to have the support of the church is phenomenal. It starts to change the mindset of individuals thinking that they have to do things alone. And to have someone to pray for you, over you, with you, is really, really, really a dire need today.
All choose to help us out, and you don't know how many people that really being helped. Everything is food is so expensive now, so this is a big help out for the community. Saved me a lot of money because I got the product that I need. I love it. Just to have y'all in this community, it's the best church we have, and I've been in this community over 40 years.
For members like RJ, he shared what his motivation was in inviting Rosie to the event.
We want to make sure that the neighborhood knows and our neighbors know that we do care about them, and we just want to show them that our love is genuine.
The joy that one care package can provide by alleviating the worry of where the next meal is coming from is what members aim to spread through their love of helping their communities. From the state of Illinois, we head to the neighboring state of Missouri. Independence, Missouri can be found on the south bank of the majestic Missouri River. But, like in many other parts of this region, many individuals and families here are living below the poverty line, and hunger and food insecurity are prevalent issues. A growing number have to depend on social assistance programs to get by. Responding to this need with love, members from the Ecclesiastical District of Northern Plains united for a Care for Humanity activity event to provide aid to a low-income community. Residents who attended were given free essential groceries and free basic health screenings. Janisa, an employee for the state of Missouri, has seen the struggles within the community.
It's been tough for a while, but it's even tougher now with the economy. The mental, emotional, and psychological well-being, because you not being able to pay your bills and different things can put a toll, especially individuals who have families and especially individuals who do not maintain a full-time job and have those resources available. Care of Humanity, it is a great blessing to have those things available for the community in order to keep moving forward.
It helps the people. I think that by doing this, they know that there's people out there that care for them. I think that's an opportunity to show them that the love of God. I feel great. It's amazing. I love it. I love it. We left with our free goodies that we came back because we love it.
Helping communities and building relationships has been an ongoing mission of the Felix Y. Manalo Foundation, the charitable partner of the Church of Christ, and members will continue to do good whenever possible, never tiring of extending love and care to those in need. From Missouri, we head southwest to Texas, the Lone Star State. It is home to a variety of landscapes, from the Gulf Coast to Texas Panhandle. Located just 20 miles north of Houston, the city of Humboldt boomed with growth in the early 1900s with the production of oil. But in recent years, what has grown is Humboldt's poverty rate is now higher than the national average. In another Care for Humanity event, care packages were prepared by members in the Ecclesiastical District of Texas and distributed to residents in the community at the House of Worship of Humboldt. Maria, who was invited to attend the event by her friend Betty, wanted to be more involved in the community. She shares what she enjoyed most about the activity.
The best thing I see here is many younger people like you involved in this activity. That's beautiful to tourists and the NGOs involved talking about that. The base very solid.
I think by this church helps a lot and helps the community, and it shows you that you can help others without expecting anything back. Thank you very much. God bless you guys.
Care for Humanity events and similar outreach projects will continue to take place to give people upliftment and a helping hand. Staying within Texas, we head northwest to the city of Lubbock. Not too far from the borders of New Mexico and Oklahoma is Lubbock, Texas. Here, 17% of the population is food insecure and 19% live below the poverty line. East Lubbock in particular is classified as a food desert by the USDA, with residents being low income and having limited access to grocery stores or supermarkets. To help residents in this community, more care packages were given out to residents here, as members from the Ecclesiastical District of South Central States gathered together at the House of Worship of Lubbock. In addition to the care packages, guests were invited to conduct free medical checkups. Joining the activity was Mark McBrayer, mayor of Lubbock.
My son and his wife and my two granddaughters live here. They're both teachers. I know how the cost of food, insurance, clothing, everything has gone up for them. We still are a city that care about each other, and we want to take care of one another and respect each other. And so here I appreciate your service to your community, your care packages that you gave to everybody today. Just an example. I believe the people in Lubbock really do care about one another. So I thank you very much for what you're doing for your community here.
Uniting in these Care for Humanity activities across the nation, members of the Church of Christ found joy in helping and caring for their fellow men. And this work will continue on, not just in America, but throughout the world, aiming to spread hope and upliftment whenever possible. It really is awesome to see that all these different places, rural and urban areas, the Church of Christ continues to extend care and love wherever that may be.
That's right, Brother Sean. And even to the frontier in vast areas like Alaska, which bring us to our next and final set of stories. Anchorage, Alaska is often shown as a land of beauty and adventure, but for many families living here, instead of exploring the wild, they're battling rising prices. Instead of scenic views, they're facing empty shelves and growing needs. It's not about surviving the wilderness, it's surviving inflation. Grant Morin gives us the details.
Across the western region of the United States, residents are united by a common struggle, the ongoing rise in the cost of basic necessities. While trying to simply get by, it's residents like Nick who sought refuge in Anchorage, Alaska's most prosperous city and a hopeful lifeline.
There was no kind of work in my hometown area. There was just nothing but bad over there.
He left behind isolation and limited opportunities, hoping Anchorage would open doors. But instead of a fresh start, Nick found himself navigating a different kind of hardship.
I've been living off and on this road for 2 years now. I can't even get $2 just for today.
And one of the roads led to this house of worship of the Church of Christ, where he saw something happening.
I was just walking by. I just seen these flags, Care for Humanity. They were giving out food too.
It was those very flags that caught Nick's attention, leading him, along with others passing by, to a Care for Humanity event held at the House of Worship of the Iglesia Cristo Church of Christ in Anchorage, Alaska. In response to the growing needs of residents, the FYM Foundation, in partnership with the Iglesia Cristo, organized these events across Alaska with great care and purpose to address the urgent and real challenges faced by local communities. Through thoughtfully prepared care packages, residents receive daily necessities, everything from baked goods and ready-to-eat meals to staple food items like eggs and bread, which have become increasingly difficult to afford. For residents like Jeremy, this kind of assistance is not just appreciated, it's essential for the community's well-being.
You're a rock star. Thank you very much. The eggs are ridiculous. Rent's definitely gone up, but groceries through the roof. You know, prices have doubled. Or for what you used to get a cart full now is a third of a cart full. I don't think there's any way to give to a community than with food. Well, there's 3 needs in life, right? Shelter, food, and water. And you guys are offering 2 of the 3 today. So and probably 2 of the most expensive. This is phenomenal. Yeah, it couldn't be better.
It's been really tough on a lot of people. Tough on myself as well. But just coming here and seeing that people are still willing to give, I think it's a beautiful thing.
This relief effort also reached the town of Kodiak, where another Care for Humanity event was held, welcoming residents arriving on foot or by car, all seeking much-needed support for their families.
Thank you so much.
But for individuals like Nick, it wasn't just about the food or the care package. It was about the deeper message behind it all, that someone truly cared.
Prayed for me, and I just let it all out, and I wasn't because I was hungry, it's just because I needed a prayer. I really appreciated the prayer first, because I walked up and that's what I really needed was a prayer more than anything.
We extend these care packages to you so that you will know that we care for you, and this comes with our prayers.
As inflation continues to stretch household budgets across the country, even families in cities like Seattle, Washington are feeling the strain. Like Shalina, finding a struggle within the basics of needs.
I'm a single mom, and yeah, it's really hard to afford certain things like food. Sometimes we have a really struggle with buying food, so this is a really big help.
With the approval of our dearest executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo.
A big help of much-needed relief for the community, where Care for Humanity brought residents together at the House of Worship in Seattle, continuing to provide necessary items for families affected like Shalina's, hoping to lessen the burden.
I think it's absolutely amazing how you guys just open your hearts up in your community to help people and invite them to come here. What did you get? I got some eggs and bread.
But it wasn't just the care packages. What truly made a difference were the additional services made available to families, from free haircuts and food booths that offered something for everyone. Each effort showed care in action.
It lets people know that the church, that you can go to the church for help if, because I've seen you guys give clothes. This is the first time I've ever seen food. I know you guys do it. It's just bringing the community together to let everybody know that it does exist and there are people that care. So I think it helps a whole lot.
Even Liana, a student, saw the impact beyond herself, inviting her fellow college students, knowing firsthand how tough it can be to make ends meet while staying in school.
This is a good way to get help, especially with a lot of my friends from school, right? They're in their 20s like me, and they're living alone as a college student, and that gets hard, and so you start to struggle with maybe income and whatnot while also trying to stay in school. So I think this is a perfect event to invite your friends and give to them.
the church does their outreach program, right, to help different communities. I think it's very important to go out and serve your community. You know, I really like the sense of like belonging.
But just keep doing Care for Humanity. Keep doing this. Yeah.
And that's exactly what continues to happen, not just in one city, but across the country, like here in Portland, Oregon, where inflation has hit hard with many residents. And it was during this Care for Humanity event at the House of Worship in Portland, in the Ecclesiastical District of Oregon, where recipients shared how this act of kindness reminded them that help isn't just local, it's part of something bigger, a global effort to care for people no matter where they live.
The generosity. I hear so many good stories of all the different things you do between vaccine drives and...
Very amazing because this is very helpful for any country. Talagang na-miss ako na bigyan ng trabaho, yung walang trabaho, yung mga walang makain, nagkaroon sila ng mga pagkain at nagkaroon sila ng trabaho. Talagang sobra yung touch ko sa ginawa to. Hindi ko alam na meron ganito ang Iglesia ni Cristo.
Residents were also on the receiving end here in Portland, receiving care packages containing groceries like eggs and bread. Recipients like Cecilia were overwhelmed in the care provided to them that day.
When I received, hindi ko ina-expected na sobra-sobra. Na para ka nag-grocery ng one cart. Hindi ko ina-expected talaga. Sobra pong thankful sa inyo, sa ginawa ninyo.
In Hawaii, where the cost of living remains one of the highest in the nation, even daily essentials have become harder to afford for many families. But for one couple, a long-awaited invitation brought more than just help. It brought them inside something they had only ever seen from afar.
Jerson afterwards, and he introduced us to Brother King, who invited us, and it's an honor for us to be here. Thank you.
Well, we heard there was a food distribution. We had in our mind that people were going to drive by, we were going to pack food into their cars. He said something different, but that's why we came. We were interested. He's driven by the church so often.
Welcomed as guests among others, part of the Care for Humanity event held at the Eva Beach House of Worship in the Ecclesiastical District of Hawaii. It was that moment that Scott and Lori saw the outreach done by the Church of Christ in caring for their fellow men.
We also have free reading glasses.
Not only was there the giving of care packages containing grocery items, but other services like medical checkups and numerous food booths providing food well known to the Aloha culture. And for others like Alan, the experience brought more than just material relief. It brought a sense of dignity and belonging.
People greeting me, treating me as an equal, makes me feel very happy because I haven't had much of that in my life.
There's food, there's clothes.
Many of the households here are multi-generational, multi-family, and just everyone's working. Cost of living is high. And to come and have an event like this where there's joy, it's a relief from the pressures of the world, and to have the fellowship that you offered is fantastic. That's reassuring and it's strengthening.
As economic hardships affects communities near and far, one thing remains clear: the need for compassion is constant. Through the Care for Humanity project, this love in action continues. As long as there are those in need, the Church of Christ will keep reaching out, helping and caring. From Anchorage, Alaska, I'm Grant Morin with U.S. Care for Humanity special coverage.
Through the Care for Humanity project, the Church of Christ continues to fulfill the teaching of caring for our fellow men. Through these outreach events, many of those in need have benefited by the care extended to them.
It is a gesture of love that will only continue, and it is part of the ongoing fulfillment of God's teaching to love our fellow men.
As we close this special episode, we invite you to stay tuned for our next special coverage, this time featuring the Care for Humanity events happening all around Canada and the inspiring stories to come. I'm Michelle Pareto.
And I'm Brother Sean Adam. Thank you for joining us. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time. God bless.